Have you been wondering how you can get rich using real estate? Well, my good friends, if that is you, you are at the right place. I am going to be talking about how you can get rich right here in South Africa with real estate, and I am going to reveal a couple of secrets to you. I'm of the view that back in the days when I was employed, I never used to think such things are possible. But these days I see them happening all the times. So my good friends, if you are one of those people who are living from salary to salary in South Africa, and you are the person who's like start to dream, or maybe you're already dreaming, and you're like, how can I get financial freedom and how can I get wealth? And over and above that, I hear a lot of people talking about legacy. We want to leave legacy. Then, my good friend, I think it is time to unlock those secrets in real estate investing. And in this video, we will reveal all the strategies. It's a Saturday, and what we normally do is that we go behind a deal. And today I decided not to go into a particular deal, but I decided, let me go in and speak to you. You are the number one deal. You are the number one. Like, if you're to get what I'm going to reveal, the secrets that I'm going to reveal today, my good friends, your next 5 years are going to be extremely different. So here at the TJ Tribe, we are always talking about how you can find the best properties, how you can negotiate like a pro, and well, we cover it all here at the TJ Tribe. But before we jump on, here at the TJ Tribe, at the beginning of a Saturday, the first Saturday of the month, I bring you what we call the TJ Tribe Hero. And this is someone who's been here at the TJ Tribe, learning how to do it, and they're becoming a hero for themselves. So we also bring you seasoned investors, or those guys who are just starting off, but that are starting to smash their own goals. And in today's video, it's just going to be like no any other, also pegged with valuable insights and also actionable advice. You know, things that you can take out and you can go and do. If we are meeting for the first time, my name is TJ, your host, and I'm a former banker and founder here at the TJ Tribe. And I do business with a focus in student accommodation, flips, which is buy and sell, and coaching, with the hope that all of us, as young, upcoming modern parents, we can be able to have passive income from real estate. Welcome to the channel. So it's going to be a longish video, so grab your pen and paper, and we are going to jump onto it, and let's go. Let's go. Tell me in the notes. Let's go. Yeah, say TJ, let's go. So it's a fact in South Africa of late. There is different reports that come out. FNB, the business FNB, you know, the company FNB, right? They've had their own property reports coming out. ABSA, they had them. And we've got different companies. Property 24, they pull out all their reports. Winded, they do that. And they have recently said that within the last couple of years, they've been seeing more and more women buying real estate for investment. Woo, woo. Well done, ladies. But hold on. This is specifically single women here at the TJ Tribe. We stand in for modern parents who are specifically looking at earning passive, or should I say alternative income using real estate. So well done, ladies. Well done. But they're not married. So where, my boys, where are you? Why are you in the sideline? But it also says that it is also seeing, there's great reports showing that there is progress for couples that are also going into investments. So well done. So join me as I dive into this world here of the world of South Africa and real estate, or South African real estate, if I may call it that. And we can uncover this. This is amazing to see that there is many people jumping into this. So Now that we know that there's people that are doing that, it's public knowledge, it is out there. I think there's lots of us who are sitting on the fence. And now that I am doing a couple of deals, I do deals 2 million, 5 million. A good friend of mine has started pushing me and says, TJ, let's do deals that are 20 million. And I'm like, ooh, is this for me? Do I qualify? And I am just TJ, my background is not all that great to be owning 20 million real estate. But maybe, and I get to be going into the zone where many people are who haven't started. But I'm in the journey. Is there something wrong with me? No. Is there something wrong with you hesitating? No. It's human nature that is not trained to not go into entrepreneurship. Boom! Yeah, I said it. So because I am scared of going into these bigger deals, to you 200,000 is bigger, to you 1 million is bigger, to me 20 million is bigger where I am. Bigger is, it can be any number, right? So pick your number and like, I'm scared. Now I am going to be starting to teach us today. This video is about you, not the deals. Today's video is about you. I'm going to be showing you how you can get rich right here in South Africa, whether you got money or you don't have money. So let me start by talking to people who don't have money. So you don't have cash. TJ, how can you do it? The first thing I'm going to encourage you, if you are one of those people, you do not have an income right now, the first thing that I want to encourage you is get a job. TJ, but that's not going to get me rich. My friends, I am going to share with you the secret of getting rich. You are unemployed, so your thinking is thinking starvation. Your thinking is thinking, how can I put food on the table? Your thinking is thinking, how can I get a report for this? How can I do this? How can I get money for taxi? So your thinking is cluttered with poverty right now. So I want you to move away from that space and get into the space of I can put food on the table. Because if you can put food on the table, and I'm talking to you, men, women, anybody, right? If you have the ability to put food on the table and you don't have to think about that, the secret there is your thinking capacity moves from poverty to start thinking, oh, what else can I do? What alternative can I do? And my good friends, that's where I want you to be. Because if you start to think like that, then it means that you are ready to come to school. Then it means that you are ready to expand. For you to expand in your thinking, you gotta ask yourself the hard questions. So right now, unemployed, please, I urge you, please, get a job. TJ, I can't find a job. Well, if you're interested in real estate, I'm going to ask of you, there is many estate agents out there. Rawson, Sif, Remax, just Google South Africa real estate agencies. These people will bring you in. For as long as you are interested in real estate, they will get you a job to sell. That's what they're looking for. They'll even train you, some of them for free, right? And you can start to learn, oh, this is what it means. Oh, when they're saying this is what it means. Oh, so this video today is not for you guys who are unemployed. It's for people that have an income already, but now they're looking for an alternative income and they're wanting to get rich, right? If you are one of those people who are unemployed right now, I've given you a solution. Go and become an estate agent. TJ, I don't want to become an estate agent. I'm strong with administration. Well done. Go to the estate agent and volunteer Volunteer for around about 3 months. They'll give you the job. If you're strong at, let's say, managing numbers, administrations, estate agents will always look for those kind of people. The more you're going to volunteer, they're going to see your skill and are like, yes, we want this person. You're going to add value on someone's business, and for that reason, they're going to see the need to exchange money with you. Does it make sense? Like this video, my good friends, is all about getting rich here in South Africa in real estate, and I'm giving you secrets, right? So if somebody has told you that if you're volunteering somewhere, hey, they're going to use you, well, keep in the same position you are. You're not going to get rich. I have been volunteering all my life. I'm still doing it up to now, and I'm gaining great skills whilst I'm volunteering. I am being taught. I am humbling myself. I am growing. So if you volunteer yourself, especially at the right organizations, multiple doors will open up. Remember, I said, I want to speak to you today. Today is not about the deal. It's about the secrets, that things that we don't know that we can do that can be able to just sprout you up. So welcome to the TJ tribe if this is the first time that we are going to be meeting here. Now, obviously, because we speak a lot about real estate, I am going to speak about real estate, but you are the first real estate that I want to speak to. Let me start introducing to you concepts of getting rich using real estate. And I want to highlight to you guys potential markets and things like that we're going to do. So as I speak at the moment, I'm hoping that you are taking notes and you've already started doing notes. I think as I go through these things, these secrets, there are going to be 5 of them at the end of the day, but I've given you some already. Ne? I've given you some of them, but let's go on. I'm going to give you 5 of them. I'm going to start by saying this. Secret number 1. This is the biggest secret. I learned this a little bit late in my life. I wish I had known it when I was a little bit younger, let's say my 20s, but I started really understanding this in my mid 30s. And I have grasped it by the horns, and I've continued now just doing this. And this lesson, my good friends, is all about educating yourself and research. I'm going to say that again. Secret number 1 is educate thyself and learn how to research. Ooh, TJ, but I've got a degree in engineering. TJ, I've got a degree in communications. TJ, I've got a BCom. TJ, I'm already hang up my boots of education. My good friends, the first secret in getting rich is knowledge. I'm going to let it sink a little bit. In one of the great books that I've read over the years, there were 3 wise men when Jesus was born. 3 wise men. The 3 wise men, they were going to see Jesus before he was born. And I've asked many people in the past, these 3 guys, how come the Bible defined them as wise? If they were wise, why were they going to see Jesus? If they were wise, how come they got lost to go and see Jesus? Now here is the answer. This is a TJ answer, ne? Right. They were wise because they were going, or should I say they were seeking the greatest teacher of all time. Boom! 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 Fireworks right there. Now here is the thing with you. If you think you're BCom, if you think you're whatever degree that you got, I'm not hating on the degrees that I'm mentioning about. The secrets of people that have become wiser and richer is because they are always seeking new information. So I go to many towns and I look in the towns and what's happening in the town, smaller or bigger towns. Not so long ago I was in London. Not so long ago I was in Bulawayo. Not so long ago I was in Cape Town. Not so long ago I was in Kwakwa. Now, why am I there? I am trying to see what's happening in the big cities. Potentially it's coming to the smaller towns. What's happening in the smaller towns, potentially it's needed in the bigger towns. So I'm seeking information, which we can also call seeking knowledge. So what is it that you are doing to seek knowledge? Here at the TJ Tribe, we are a tribe of a community of young families, modern parents coming together. And we go through the journey of learning year in, year out. I've been doing this for a while. And people get to learn. I learn along the way as well. I'm the lead teacher, but we've got different teachers. And if you are seeking knowledge, you're like, TJ, I'm one of those people. I'd like you to reach out to our website, which is called www. You see it right here, thetjtribe.com, and then click on where it says discovery. And this here, my friend, is for me to see whether we can bring you into the tribe, and the information and knowledge that we've got, whether we are compatible, for me to share that with you. And also the great teachers that come through and teach us here. Are you available? Are you able to be one of those people? Now in South Africa, there is many trends that happens. So now that you have sought knowledge, the next thing that you need to be understanding here is, we're still talking about educating yourself and research, right? So the next thing that you now need to do is say, understand the market trends in South Africa. What is happening in the market? And the market changes all the time. And this is for whether we are going to invest in residential, whether you're going to invest in commercial, student accommodation. We're very big here around student accommodation. So research can become your best friend. I do not know how to stress it out. Education is something that is ongoing. One of my greatest teacher, John Maxwell, he says, growth only comes when people are keen to learn or submit to learn. So growth doesn't just happen. You have to learn, or you have to seek knowledge for it to start working for you. So the greatest thing that you can do for yourself now is beginning to say, start learning about the local areas. Wherever area that you are in, there's trends that will come up, right? Understand historic growth. What has happened to this area? Why is it like this? How come there's shops? How come there's this? How come there's that? Be inquisitive. I'm sharing with you secrets, my friends, right? I don't just drive around. I'm going to Boksburg. Drive around. I get there, I do my job, I come back. No. I don't just drive around going to Soweto. I'm looking, what's happening here? Why is that building here? Oh, okay. How come the government has started putting up there? Oh, okay. Now those are trends, my friend. Okay? So our community here at the TJ Tribes, we are here to share tips and insights that can give you an edge. That's what we do, right? So I've said it. Secret number one is how best you can educate yourself. If you don't know of a place, here at the TJ Tribe, we can help you with that. So you are at the right place here at the TJ Tribe on this channel. If you've never subscribed, it's a good time to subscribe so that you can continuously getting the edge like many people are getting. Now, research, what we spoke about, is also the greatest thing that you can do. I apologize for disrupting this hot conversation, but I just wanted to make sure that I remind you of why we exist here at the TJ Tribe. My good friends, it is our mission here at the TJ Tribe to ensure that every modern family earns what we call alternative income using real estate. And if that is you, you've been wondering how you can start or how you can scale, I have a solution for you. The solution is simply visit our website. You'll see it coming through here, And the website is www.thetjtribe.com, and click on where it says book your discovery call. When you do that, actually, my friends, it does not cost you anything at all to book that slot. So no strings attached. Jump onto that website, and either myself or one of my team members will be able to help you on your next steps. So don't be that family, ne? The one that is being left out in creating alternative income. Because from creating alternative income, that's when you can be able to create wealth a little bit later. And above that, that's when you can be able to create what we call legacy. So what are you waiting for? If you're not going to do it for yourself, I suggest that you do it for your family. You do it for the next generation. People that you might not be able to see, your relatives, that you might not be able to see today, but because of what you are building today, they'll be able to say, Grandpa so and so, he built this. So this is what I'm inviting you to say, we can help you. So what are you waiting for? Jump on our website and we will engage with you on the call. Let's go back to our video. The second thing I want to speak to you about, but before I go into the second thing is, maybe some of you be like, TJ, you're talking about this education thing, where did you get educated? My good friends, I think it's almost close to 10 years. And the first education that I got that opened up my eyes to assets and business was a school that was owned by Robert Kiyosaki at the time. Potentially 9 out of 10 of all South Africans who are in the public face of teaching around real estate, they've all gone to that school. It was a British school, and they used to run programs, so you would go in there. And my wife and I, we went in there, and it was a seminar. And out of the seminar, we went through for a 3-day workshop. And within that, we had a coach, and the coach worked with us for around about 6 months. And I tested the success of getting educated and getting a coach. When I tested those two things, I continuously started seeking teachers. I continuously started seeking those that are ahead of me that I can learn. Right now, I've got various teachers from across the world. I'm not shy to spend in US dollars to look for these teachers so that they can teach me, because this guy here is dumb. This guy here is very, very dumb. But with the good teachers that I'm getting, I am becoming clever by the deal, by the day. And as I build my wealth, I'm getting clever. Second thing that I want to speak to you about, financial planning and financing. Woo, woo. Like I did mention, this video today is not for people that are unemployed. So if you're unemployed, you can't do a financial planning and you can't do financing because you're unemployed, right? So I'm speaking to you, Mr. and Mrs., or you, the Miss, whoever you are, modern parent, you are here and you're saying, TJ, I want to do this thing. I want to be able to get richer. What are the secrets? I'm sharing you the secrets today. And hey, if you know of any other secrets that has helped you, in the comments, let us know some of those secrets. But secret number 2 is financial planning and financing. You might have been like me. You get exposed to this information and you are like high, like you're here with debt, ne? You're here with debt. I want to introduce to you to say that I understand how it feels to be in financial challenges. I've been there before. I understand how to be in debt reviews, debt administrations, because I was almost in that space. If it wasn't for the bank that I was working for at the time, that able to help me to move around stuff between my wife and I think maybe we could have been blacklisted and things like that. I don't know, but I understand how it feels. If you're in that position, so you're unemployed, we can help you today. You are employed, but you are in this situation where debt is right here. I want you to prioritize. We're talking about financing and financial planning, right? Prioritize to knock off your debt, right? Like, be the demon, chase after just finishing off paying off your debt. I remember my wife and I, there was a time that we used to make in our household a gross income between me and her. We'll bring in 100 grand. And at a point, we didn't think that we'd be able to survive with 30,000 rand. We just couldn't see it in our heads. But circumstance forced us to be living on 30,000 at one point. Now, my good friends, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to already start to think living in 30,000. That's called frugal. Live within the lowest amounts that you can. So 30 grand if you can, whatever number that is, save up a big chunk of your money. When you're saving up a big chunk of your money, you can start to do deals. You can start to build some money, and you got 500,000, you got 200,000 that's sitting in a kitty. And you can then say, hey, TJ, I've got 500,000 here. On Wednesday deal day, we're talking about deals to say, hey, do you want to do a flip? And there's a flip and you're earning 200,000 between you and your wife, but you can't even get into a deal for like 150,000. Now, maybe you don't need 2 cars. Maybe you need 1. Maybe you don't need DSTV. Maybe you don't need, I don't know what your luxuries are, but you need to reassess your finances and make sure that you can reduce as much, because you are in the building phase. Remember I said, today we are going to be talking on how you can get rich, and I'm sharing with you some secrets. This is like gem. This stuff helped me to move from where I was in debt before to starting being rich in real estate or with real estate. So financial planning and financing, gold. Now, whilst we are talking about freeing up some cash, so now you've freed up some cash and you can now be able to do 1 or 2 deals. Wednesday comes through, you wait for the Wednesday deal day, but never wait for Wednesday deal day. What you need to do is, if you've got a bit of cash around, what you actually need to do is, if it's a deal, you want to go into flips, earning some 20%, 25% on a deal, let me know. And the only way you can do it is by reaching out to us on this form here, which says www.thetjtribe/myflip. That's where you can get us here. Now, having said that, my good friends, that's what financial planning is. You've dealt with your affairs. Now you can have a bit of cash. The other financial planning is, how many deals can you get into? So now you're looking into the horizon. You can do 1 deal, you can do 2 deals. Do you want to partner up with someone? No, you don't. You want to do it with your missus. How? How much do you qualify for financing? Who is the best banker to finance, the best bank to finance you? So getting rich in real estate starts with a solid financial planning. So if you're one of those people who are starting off, what you need is to make sure that you can secure your financing very earlier on. You need to start talking to either the banks, a bond originator. I'm going to give you a shock recently. I was doing a very small deal not so long ago, for less than 500. We took it to the bank. I was chilled. I'm like, hey, the bank has financed me 3 million before. What's 300? Right? The banks comes out, guns blazing. Brrr, papa, Mr. Jake, you're owing this company of yours is owing X amount of money, and you've got a credit card that is outstanding. This is. I'm like, whoa. That doesn't sound like me. That's on my profile. So did someone steal my ID? Let me go to the branch. They check out the branch and they see no. Internally in the bank, someone had just connected those profiles to my profile, and now my profile doesn't look good, right? And after a few days of investigations, they scrape that off. They say, no, Mr. Jack, your profile is good. Now, that's the whole part that I'm saying. you need to already start figure out who's going to be your good financer. Is it ABSA? Understand their products. Is it Standard? Understand all their products. And start having conversation with them. If you bank with them, then start to have conversations with them. Maybe you want to work with a bond originator, which is my best happy place. I just send all my stuff to my bond originator. My bond originator smashes everything else. Remember, today we are talking about secrets. These are things that we do in the background that shows success in the front. And people assume that, oh, you just walk in the park and you got yourself a deal. Nope. These are the secrets that we do. So financial planning and financing, you need that. Secret number 3, which is like a super amazing position for me, is identifying and acquiring opportunities. Yeah, TJ. I like this information, my guys. Can you see how I'm doing this step by step? So step number 1 was for you to learn, right? Learning, getting a coach, all those nice things. Step number 2 is you planning your affairs, whether yourself or with your bae, whoever. And many of us are sitting on the fence. We have the knowledge. We can even tell other people on the braai what is happening. We can even be in a taxi going somewhere on a holiday and we can tell everybody. At the airport, we are the gurus in taking, this is what's happening, this is what's happening. But we are not taking any action. We're not identifying opportunities. Some of us, we are. We could. We spot them, right? You even send it to TJ. Hey, TJ, this is an opportunity. What do you think, my bro? Let me know. Some of you even start to chase me for it. TJ, what do you think about this opportunity? Tell me, my guy. Tell me, my guy. Right? I'm like, I don't know. It's an opportunity. You need to stop in that space of identifying. It's not enough to identify. What's more important is for you to identify and acquire. Oof. Hallelujah. I just let's just go and call it preach Tarek. Preach today. So if you're not acquiring, how are you going to get rich? If you're not identifying, how are you going to get rich? If you're not identifying, it basically means that your brains haven't connected with identifying opportunities. Your eyes are not trained to see the opportunities. So my good friends, it is time to find those hidden gems. Look for properties that are undervalued. How do you know? Well, you need to take a report and then see, oh, it's undervalued. Or you need to be finding opportunities in what they call up and coming areas. So whether you are going to be flipping a property or holding it for rental income, the key is spotting potential. Right? I'm going to speak to my boys now. Right? And then I'll come back to the ladies. Ne? You remember back in the days when you're like in your late teens and early 20s, and some of you in the mid 20s, to the brothers I'm talking to, right? And you'd see a chick walking by, ne? And you're like, no, that woman there, that girl is marriage material. You know, if you had to just organize a little bit of more eggs, potatoes, she's going to nicely build the family, you know. Hey, those hips, yes, those hips, they can carry my future children. That's the potential, my good friends. If you can have you can have an eye for such kind of potential, you also have an eye of identifying opportunities. Hallelujah. Yeah, say amen. I'm just saying. Okay, all right. Gents, I apologize. If I'm touching you in your studios and like, TJ, this is too much, let me go to the ladies. Right. Ladies, you remember back in the days, ne? Some of you, because some of you are married, ne? So you don't do that anymore. And you could see that guy, is stable, and it doesn't have everything in place. And potentially, I was like that to my wife, I don't think she married me for me. I think she married me for potential. Ne? Potential. I think, my good sisters, identify the potentials, but acquire the potential. So don't sit on the sideline. Identify the potential and then acquire it. Here at the TJ Tribe, we're a community that often shares successes, but also we share with you the other side of no successes, and we share with you the gold mines that people are unearthing for you to learn. And today we said, let's start with you. Is this making sense? I want to go back to a video that we did not so long ago, and within this video I'm going to show you guys how somebody was able to go to school and educate themselves. His name is Joe, and he'd been doing some research, and he stayed close to the fire in the TJ Tribe. And over and above that, he has been looking at his finances and financial situations. And when he realized that at the TJ Tribe, there is potentials that can come up. TJ can help me. He stayed closer to the fire, and he's been acquiring these properties. And now he makes 100,000 every 30 days by using these secrets alone. And he's not even 40. Oh, TJ, oh. You say that guy is not even 40? He's not. Yeah. He's set. Is he not? But we're going to come back. We'll go through and watch that video, and then we will come back. And this opportunity came through to us as a private sale. And they said to us they were looking for 3 million. In roof size, it was just above what my first client had bought. So that's why it dictated 3 million. The first one that we bought, it dictated at 2.6 million. And for that reason, when the deal came through on Wednesday deal day, which is on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock here at the TJ Tribe, we are always showcasing a deal that you, my good friends, can be able to buy. But not only you, but if you are subscribed here, then obviously you can be able to get the deals all the time. So it's a good time to subscribe if you've never been subscribed here to this channel. So let's go back to that deal, and we will come back and start to talk about a little bit more on the deal. Here is what happened. I want to give you a backstory. Last year, round about this time, one of my coaching students managed to get an opportunity that he literally just turned into money. And this year, from round about February onward, he has been making 20 grand. Now, a similar opportunity is also cropped up in the same neighborhood. And because the people in the area know that this is what I do, they reached out to me and then they said, Mr. Jack, we are selling this property. Are you keen on buying it? And I said, well, let me have a look. And kaboom! I only realized that this property is actually slightly bigger than the one that my coaching client bought last year this time. So let's talk about that deal that the one my coaching client bought last year. It's a small deal, my friends, that he bought. It's a residential house that he bought, and very close to a university. And out of that, what he did was he turned it into a student res, and out of that, he's making around about 20 grand per month. He's got 26 students on that property, and he's making some good money already. And my friends, I do not just want you to hear this from me, because maybe some of you are new. But if you've been on this platform for a bit, you might have seen us walking through in different phases of this project. Last year, this time, when we featured it to say it's available, when the guy bought it, we went out, we saw it, and when it was fully functional, we've got a video for it. But before we go on to speak about today's video, I want you to imagine this particular property that we are going to be talking about. Before the end of this video, don't go away. I'm going to show you what it is. But before the end of this video, I want you to be able to see the actual deal for it. So the property is being sold. They have presented to us for 3 million. So they came to us and then they said, Mr. Jack, this property is for 3 million. I looked at the opportunity with my team, together with our architect, together with our town planners, and we said this deal is a good deal. We can get round about 29 students to 30, let's just call it 30 students for easy of mathematics. And out of these 30 students, we can be able to bank just above 23% on your money. So just above 20 grand that you're going to be making there. Now, this particular property that I've just shared with you, I'm just sharing with you to say that you can buy it. But I want you to imagine this property, my friends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through on the property that my other client bought. And why am I doing this with you? It's because these properties are on the same street. Yeah, they are on the same street, which basically means that the houses look the same. TJs are true. Yeah, it is true. Check out your own house. In the neighbor's house, is it not the same? In the other neighbor's house, is it the same? Maybe there might be some slight difference with the garage and things like that. But the bottom line is that this house now being sold for 3 million is slightly bigger. It's going to accommodate more students. And my friends, hang 10 for the next couple of minutes. Let's jump in to see the property that my coaching client bought, that he's making money now. So this time round, last year, he was in the buying process. And at the beginning of the year, he's been making some good money. So let's jump in and see what it looks like. Then I'll come back and show you the numbers of this deal that I'm saying is available to you. What I'm trying to do for you here is, my friends, is that you haven't been to this property. So you can go and see it, but to view it, but I want you to imagine what it can be like, right? Because already next door down the road is my coaching client. So it's like having a Nando's in one place, and then you imagine the same Nando's in another place, and then you in another place. That's all it is about. But anyway, let's check it out. So as you can see, this property here, it's an amazing property. There you can see that's the full part of it from behind. And now we're going to go in. They had a cottage right here that we can all see. And if I go through into the cottage, so I think we're gonna go through into, let's go into the cottage first, right? A bit of security. If you understand security, that's already, you can see there. Let me just wave my hand, see what happens. Okay, see, it went red there to indicate that there's an intruder, right? Going along, right. It's a normal house, man. Obviously, this was a humongous cottage here that's been put here. Let's go in to understand what it's looked like in this cottage. All right. So let's go into the cottage and see. Beautiful. Look at that. Amazing work of tiles. Amazing work of tiles in this property. And bingo, you're presented with a kitchen. And then there is the new microwaves. There is the sink, the cupboards looking beautiful. There's some security features. And bingo, this is, we're just gonna call this room number 1. And there is room number 1. Clearly there's still some work to be done in this room. So here we are. And that's what it looks like. And as we go out, I'm just gonna walk you through all of it so that you can see. Oh, and the fridges are right here. I didn't see that as I was walking in. So there's another room here. Let's see. Oh, oops, sorry. Okay, then there's another room here. As we go into the cupboards, there was someone in that other room. And right where we are, there's another room, and this is a single. right? And there's another room in here. They haven't finished doing the prep, but this looks like a double. So bingo we go. It's nicely freshly painted. You can see that. And there's a toilet in here. You can see there's a toilet there. This was existing, so you can see, look at how dirty it is. But I'm sure they're going to clean that up. But you know, this was existing. I like the way that they just optimized whatever that is here. And my friends, this is the end of what was the cottage, or what is the cottage. And now we're going to go through into the main house, and going in. Bingo, this is the kitchen. What an amazing place to be, right? And security for all the kids to be safe. They've got cameras galore everywhere. Even in the kitchen, they have cameras. You can see on my right-hand corner there, there's a camera there. And walking through the kitchen, they've got both gas heaters. They've got, not gas heaters, gas stoves. You can see these are brand new, right? Brand new gas. And you can see that this was existing, right? So obviously this landlord is looking at it from a perspective of what if there is no power. Lots of books here. And this is a scullery, right? This is a scullery, yeah. Amazing. And then as we go along, look at that paint. I think this is like a tile painting, whatever it is. Maybe a sticker, maybe? But it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, good stuff. And there is another storeroom, a big cupboard there. I'm not so sure what's in there. I was told not to go in there. And we are coming into this room. Quite a spacious room. If we look into it. There you go. So this would have been an existing room. No work was done in here whatsoever. And 2 kids can fit in here. And going back into the kitchen where we were just now. And there's a bathing room here. Existing stuff. Yeah. Shower. Looks like that's a new header though that they've put in. Oh, lights just went on. So they've got sensors. Oh, amazing. That's how you can save the lights as well. And in here, existing bathing room. This is an existing toilet. And going that way. And then this was, I don't know what this was. But, surprise, surprise, there is more space. This is so cool. And this is another room as well. And fitting 2 more students, right? And that is obviously another door, another exit. These guys are fire compliant, which is so cool. They've got their security thingies, which is so cool. Oh, I love this landlord here. I wonder who's been teaching him how to do all of this. Obviously, it's the TJ tribe. Yeah. Let's go in here. This is another room. And again, beautiful room, as we can see here. Again, I like the way what this guy has been doing. He's been repurposing a lot of stuff, right? Sometimes you buy a property and you don't need to do a lot of things. When I was growing up, my house or my room used to look exactly like this. We had these tiles here. Yeah, so when I came into this property, I was like, whoa, this house reminds me of my growing up. I used to polish these properties. I used to polish this hard when I was growing up. And this is a single. Oh, amazing. That is so cool. And again, this is also another single, as we can see. And we're going in here. This is also another single. Amazing stuff. And this is also another single. Oh, cool, man. So this is the entire house. Alright, so we're back again. This is a single. It's quite spacious. The little cupboards. So trying to think that this is a one bed with all this spacious space. Amazing stuff. Right. Okay, going back. And this is a bathing room. Awesome stuff. And this is another bathing room. So two of them next to each other. Full bathroom with a toilet and shower. And we're coming back to where we were before. And bingo! We are back again into the kitchen. Amazing place. Right, and we are now outside again. Welcome back, and I'm hoping that you have seen what the possibilities that is out there on a particular property opportunity. So I am not going to show you pictures or the videos because this was a private sale. The people that are selling this property, they approached us on a private, so they don't want their property to be seen and that kind of thing and put in the public. They actually don't want their own kids to know that they're selling the property. So it's going to be a private sale. That's what private sales are all about. But of course, if you want to go and view it, you're most welcome to reach us on our number, which is +2778 422 That's our WhatsApp number. You can reach out to us, or you can just drop us an email at hello@thetjtribe.com, and we'll be able to do that. Now let's jump into the detail of this property. You have seen what it is. You've seen someone else who's already done this, but now let's see what your property, the one that you're going to be buying, what it's going to be looking like. So bingo, there we are. The purchasing price of this deal here, it was presented to us for 3 million. We may have some room to negotiate, but they are looking for 3 million at the moment. So if you are serious, then come through to us. And if you qualify for 3 million, we'll do some pre-qualification, that kind of thing. And we'll go there. You will see, my friends, on the screen, I'm going to disappear. The screen is going to come up. And as it does, you see that the buying price is 3 million. We'll just set it at 3 million. If you qualify for more than 3 million, maybe you bring in a partner, or maybe whatever the situation is, you go 3 million rand that you can borrow from the bank, or you go 3 million rand cash that you've got. You will need an extra 235. You're going to need an extra 500 that I've highlighted there. You will need some money to rezone, and then you also need some money for furniture. Furniture is expensive. And the security and accreditation that you're going to need. Now, that's going to be cash out of your hand. So about 1 million rand, you need to have 1 million rand, not all in one go, but imagine that you're buying this property in this particular month of June. What you are going to be needing is an immediate 250,000. And towards the end of the year for your conversion, let's just say October, November, you will need that other 500. The rezoning together with the furniture and so on, all the other bits of money, you will need that at the end of November. So all the money, you don't need it all up front. I've just given you a timeline when you're going to need this money. Remember, this project is for students for the year 2020 next year. I was about to say 2024, but I caught myself and I say for the year 2020 next year. Boom! There you are now. Your property is fully functional. You are accredited at the end of the year. Now at the beginning of the year, we normally get students late January. The billing already starts around about that time. And for the rest of the year, for 10 months, you are going to be billing the university. So in this case, my friends, the university is the tenant, the main tenant, and then they'll pass on the students to us, and then we'll manage the students on their behalf. And the company, like I mentioned, My Student House, will be able to manage all of this for you. You don't have to do nothing, my friends. But of course, because they'll be working for you, you need to be meeting up with them for meetings to find out how your business is running. And there's many people that have been enjoying this. They're currently managing just above 2,000 beds at the moment across the country. So you are in good hands. You will be in good hands. Now, let's jump on to the operational part. You bought your property, you put in some money. How are you going to be making some money? Again, I'm going to go away, and then on the screen, what's coming up now is the operations bit. Your rental income, my friends, there it says student rental. They are paying, these numbers have been worked with the 2024 numbers. Okay, that's how much this year we are making money on. 4,100. TJ, but you know the minister said 4,500. So where is the other 400? You know, TJ, this is a scam, TJ. My friends, Karen, come down. Okay. What you hear on the news is not what happens on the ground. There's different ratings for different areas. So when I'm sharing this with you, I'm now being specific to that opportunity, specific to that university and how it works. So Karen, we sorted, ne? Okay, good. All right. So the rental here is 4,100. By the time maybe your property is fully operational, hey, my friends, maybe there might be an increase. We might be looking at 4,005. I don't know. But let's work with what we know, which is 4,100. 27 of the beds, you will have it, and then you'll have an additional 2 there. So a whooping 96,000 randi is what you are going to be billing the university, and they will pay us in the intervals that they will do mention to us. And all of those are all of your expenses, my friends, that you are going to incur. And bingo, a whooping 23% on your million rand that you would have left in the deal or in the opportunity. Bingo, there you are, my good friends. You have seen the video, and basically you would have seen that we spoke about the project and we said it was available in the morning because Joe is a VIP client. So he subscribed, and you might be wondering, TJ, how do I become a VIP here? Pretty simple. All you need to do is, number 1, to subscribe to the channel. Number 2, to do one deal. On your second deal with us here, you become a VIP status. When you become VIP, what does that mean? It basically means that whenever there is a deal, you get to know about it first. And we want to work with people that are serious in getting through the deals, because as and when some of these opportunities are coming through, they are time sensitive. So which means that you can execute faster, we'll bring you the deals to you. But let's talk about the deal. 3 million rand at the time. That's what we figured out. That's what we were going to do. We're going to buy it, and an additional roundabout 700,000 was going to be needed on the property for renovation. And this was going to give us 30 students. And if you had to do your multiplications there on the rate for this year, and we're not even calculating the rate for this year at the time when this deal was on. The rate for this year is sitting on 4,700. If you had to multiply that on 30, my good friends, gross income is 141,000 that this client of mine was going to be getting this year. However, the update, I went to this property shortly before the holidays came in, and I went to see are we still able to get to the numbers that we were wanting. The money was not an issue. However, I will indicate to you some of the other issues which became funding. Funding was one of the challenges, but I will share with you how we navigate that just now. So whilst we're speaking about the deal, it is a 3 million rand. 30 students is what we planned for. 700 is what we planned for. But let's go in to see the deal right now. Just before the holidays, the schools were opening. What does the property look like? Welcome back. As you can see, there is so much progress that is happening on the property. And this is at the peak of December, where many people who are wanting to earn alternative income, they have taken leave and they have gone back home. I don't know what they're going to go and do back home, but here is some of us grinding at the time when everybody else is shutting down. In the same month of December, where people are sort of like on a slow down, we are busy now planning to actually go into the next year very strong. And we're just doing the final touches of that. So I went to see the property. You can see there's lots of work that is happening there. Now, the update to the opportunity is that, remember I mentioned that there was a challenge around finance. So because this is one of my coaching students, what we did is that when the opportunity came through, he says to me, TJ, I'm good with the 700 because this was his number 4 project. So he's had other 3 projects. So he says to me, TJ, I am good with the 700, but I'm not so sure how I can navigate the 3 million. I don't know if I qualify. I've never put into the system anything of this nature. And I sat down with him in one of our coaching sessions. We put together how much he was earning on one side, and we put together the business. We updated management finances and all of those nice things that the banks would normally require. And I helped them through the process. And we realized that in his asset column, he actually hadn't declared some of the assets that he's got. And for that reason, when we disclosed all of that within his financials, worked through with his accountant, bingo, his financials were very strong. But this is something that he didn't know. But because he worked with someone who's doing that, we were able to work together. And for that reason, we were able to deliver the 3 million that was required. By the time it went to the bank said yay. And they gave him the entire 3 million and it registered. And now we are in the property. As you can see, work is being done in the property. But at the time of now being taking occupation of the property, this was shortly before the holidays, and we tried to update our plans and send them through to the municipality. However, because of the time that the plans were sent into the municipality, they were not approved in good time. So as it stands right now, right at the beginning of the year, the intake is at its peak right now. Unfortunately, we were not able to reach the 30 beds. Unfortunately, we didn't also spend the entire 700. And what happened is that obviously that piece of work that needs to be done for renovation, it is work that is needing to be done for next year. So TJ, how many beds are there? Well, eventually, my good friends, 26 beds are on the property right now. So all of those walk through, the property itself has been transformed, and it is now going to be a 26 bed. With this 26 beds, my friends, how much is he now earning? So we did say earlier on there was a plan of 141,000 gross income on one property. So let's look at it if it was going to be again on 26 students, the 26 students that are now in the property. 122,200 is what is going to be gross income on one property. Now, because we are working together, I have started now teaching my coaching student what we call a formula. And the formula is basically repeating the same thing over and above again. And on this particular property, he is banking at the bank, right? Cash in his pocket, profit. He's making an average around about 27,000. The other property around about the same amount of money. The others, they are slightly a little bit lower in the 22, 23, so which makes it 4 properties. At average, if we were to take all the properties and we just say average of all 4 properties, he's making around about 25,000 net. He's paid off the bond, he's paid off all the expenses, he is netting in his pocket 25,000. 25,000 times 4, how much is that? For some of you who are learned, we say 25,000 times 4, how much is that? It's a whooping 100,000. And you might be wondering, my good friends, how did I come up to 100,000 in 3 years? And this client of mine is banking on 4 property, netting 100,000. And I think whilst we are talking about this deal, we can go through and look at it in multiple ways. But what I wanted us to focus on today is not really about the deal. I think anybody can do the deal if you are given the skills. Anybody can do the deal if you have the resources. Surely this guy had the resources to do that. I want to spend time today speaking about the characteristic of Joe, right? And I'm going to walk through here because Joe has done project 39, but this is not his first project. This is project number 4. Why is Joe still my coaching client for 3 years? That's number 1. Number 2, how did he get to 100,000? Because I think many of us, we are looking for this 100,000, but we want it now. We are looking for this 100,000 as an alternative income, and we have nobody helping us. We're just doing this, and we don't even, half the time we are losing money. So I want to speak to the characteristic. So let's jump on into the characteristics of Joe. Number 1, Joe is a family man. He is married to his beautiful wife, and they've got 3 kids. Of his 3 kids, all of them, one is a teenager, and the others between the ages of 10 and 13. How do I know that? Well, Joe is my client. We speak about family matters. Over and above that, he's employed. He's unfortunately not employed full-time. He's a contractor. So he gets contracts and he works, but he works for long hours. And this is something that we spoke about at the beginning of his journey. And he says, TJ, I can work for 12 hours, 15 hours. You know, I get a good rate at my contracting work. And if I push hard, I can get some good income. But the problem is that tax hit me. And again, in our coaching sessions, we sat and then we decided the money should never come to him as an individual. And we worked out different mechanisms so that he could bank more cash from his contracting job. And for that reason, that's been able to scale his business. And you might be wondering, TJ, you're speaking about this coaching. How can I also reach out to you, TJ, so that you can be my coach? We've got a website that is called www.thetjtribe.com. On this website, my good friends, all you need to do is to hit the discover call button and fill in your details and basically block some time with me, and I can be able to assess to see, can I work with you? Are we compatible for me to work with you? From time to time, I get guys that are not employed at all reaching out to us and say, TJ, I want to do this real estate. And I always say to them, and if that is you, before you hit that button, go find a job. And if you're wanting to be really serious around real estate, go find a job, become an estate agent, sell something. You'll be able to. I can't help you. But if you've got a job and you got a bit of money, I can help you. I can help you to make your next millions. I can help you to make your first alternative income using real estate. And if you're outside of that, I can't help you. That's just the nature of it. Unfortunately, I can't help everybody. Now, here is Joe. We're talking about the characteristics of Joe. So now we understand he's employed. He's got a family. He's a family man, and he's got kids. And over and above that, he's got a bit of money. We sit down and we navigated his terrain. And the reason why Joe wants to go into real estate, this is 3 years ago, he said to me, TJ, at some point, my trade, I am not going to be active for the long time. And I was like, yes, I recognize that. That's all of us. At some point, we are going to retire. At some point, we may get trenched. At some point, stuff is not going to work. At some point, you may get injured. At some point, you may not be able to work. So how do you plan for this? And Joe, this is what he's been planning for, obviously, for this whole 3 years. And he's working pretty fast. Now, if Joe is to die today for whatever, me and you, we're going to die at some point. At the moment, including Project 39, Joe has just secured his nest for his kids together with himself and his missus. The reality is that because all of these properties are bonded, even though he's making a net 100,000 today, the bottom end is that if he's to die today, all the banks are going to pay out with their life policies on these. So the properties are going to be free and clear to his company. By the way, we are big advocates here of doing business in a company or owning your real estate in a company. So now all of that is going to be in the ownership of the company. And his kids, together with his missus, they are going to be forever be grateful. But hold on. At each property, he potentially has an average of 30 to 40,000 bond on each property. My good friends, all of that money now will become available to his kids because they're no longer a bond to pay. So where we are assuming that he's just on 90 grand, he's just on 100 grand today, if something is to happen to him, he's going to be able to bank more. Now, isn't that a great startup for when you are gone? I hear people, no, TJ, let me take a life policy. TJ, I've got a pension, what. But is it not better to also do this? If you can, I think the answer is yes, because now you can live more. But we are not just planning for death. We are also planning to say, can we make the money today? Now, I want to speak to the point of, I've just given you a little bit of what Joe is all about. Before we go on to look at what Project 39 is looking like right now, because it's fully finished now, I want to speak to the fact that many of us has these misconceptions of real estate is not for everybody. Joe used to think like that. He also had that problem. Many of us, we assume that we can do it. Many of us think that we can all figure it out by ourselves and we can go and do it. I've had a coach. I've had several coaches. I still have a coach today and I'm being trained. I apologize for disrupting this hot conversation, but I just wanted to make sure that I remind you of why we exist here at the TJ Tribe. My good friends, it is our mission here at the TJ Tribe to ensure that every modern family earns what we call alternative income using real estate. And if that is you, you've been wondering how you can start or how you can scale, I have a solution for you. The solution is simply visit our website. You'll see it coming through here. And the website is www.thetjtribe.com, and click on where it says book your discovery call. When you do that, actually, my friends, it does not cost you anything at all to book that slot. So no strings attached. Jump onto that website and either myself or one of my team members will be able to help you on your next steps. So don't be that family, the one that is being left out in creating alternative income. Because from creating alternative income, that's when you can be able to create wealth a little bit later. And above that, that's when you can be able to create what we call legacy. So what are you waiting for? If you're not going to do it for yourself, I suggest that you do it for your family. You do it for the next generation. People that you might not be able to see, your relatives, that you might not be able to see today, but because of what you are building today, they'll be able to say, Grandpa so and so, he built this. So this is what I'm inviting you to say, we can help you. So what are you waiting for? Jump on our website and we will engage with you on the call. Let's go back to our video. I am saying to you, find a coach. Find someone who can help you along the way, hold your hand, show you the ropes of success. It might not be me. Yes, I'm going to advocate for you to say, if you're looking for a coach, reach out to me. We can be able to help you. That's what this video is all about. To say to you, you can be able to do this. Joe is not the only person who can do this. You can. It's available for you to also be able to do. Now, here is the other thing that I also want to speak to. Some of the challenges that Joe has navigated on here on this project 39. Number one, he didn't think that he was eligible for the finances. But it didn't let him down. He reached out to me as a coach and I navigated the terrains with him. He had 700. That 700 now is giving him good returns on this project. One of the other challenges that he had was how to navigate renovations, how to navigate all of these things that are project related. I was able to help him with the team that I've got. One of the biggest challenges that he had shortly before I met him was that his 2 properties that he had bought in Gauteng and the others that he's got, they're not in Gauteng, they're in the Northwest, serving the Northwest University. And the one in Gauteng, he is serving the University of Johannesburg. And when he bought those 2 properties, that's when I just met him in year number 1. And he was struggling with placements. Actually, for a property that can house around about 30 students, he had 9 students. And when I came on board, I started to understand who is he working with. And he was working with an estate agent, but these guys are not specialists in student accommodation. They were no more estate agent. They didn't understand how to and where to advertise for students. So for the whole year, he had 9 students. Again, I came in as a coach. I introduced him to a company that is called My Student House. And My Student House specializes in student management. So wherever you are, let us know if you're looking for a property manager for specifically for student accommodation. And this, my good friends, they were able to navigate the terrain in year number 2 for him, and they were able to fill up the places in the second year. And obviously this is where it comes when you're working with specialists who understand what these things are all about. You are going to reap the benefit. So when I introduced him to project number 3 and project number 4, which is our project 39, he was like, TJ, I'm in, because he was seeing the results on the other deal, right? Now, many of us are sitting on the fence. But I'm showing you that, my good friends, these can be done. But it doesn't mean that you're doing all of this without challenges. There's always going to be challenges. There's challenges of funding. There's challenges with projects. But with the best coach on your side, you can walk the terrain together. Now, as I landed the plane, my good friends, I want to stress out to say, as we have seen Joe, anybody can be a Joe. I want to go back to the project where Joe now has an additional 26 beds. We are navigating the terrain at the moment with a town planner so that the property can be rezoned. Once he's done that, he's able to add an additional 20 beds on the same property, giving him an additional income, and you can calculate it for yourself, 20 times 4,700. And I don't know when next year what the rate is going to be. And for that reason, my good friends, he can be able to continue building his wealth. This is creating real wealth that he's doing. You get to go out there. You see opportunities. People don't know how to calculate, is this a good deal or it's not? I can help you. We've got courses in the academy, at the TJ Academy, that can teach you how to do that. You can be taught how to create wealth. It's not just for the rich. It's not just for people that are, I don't know, out there. You can be agile. You can start from wherever you are. And by the way, I also want to stress in the characteristics of Joe to say, look at where he started off at. He started off 3 years ago on one property, and he bought another one. They were not working. They had challenges. He forged on. Resilience. He went on to property number 3. He got a coach at the time. Started walking right. Got another 4th property that just came on his lap. I want to give you something that I call, for those people that are here that are also being managed with my student house. Many of these guys, especially the ones that I coach, they potentially spend not more than 3 hours of work in their business of real estate per month. And now, my good friends, if you're spending, let's just say it, 30 minutes a week, right, in your business, and you're getting good returns like this, wouldn't you do it? I'm just saying. I'm just asking the question, the obvious question here. Wouldn't you build the nest to this level? So as I land the plane, my good friends, let us go back to Project 39. Let's see what it looks like. And I'll come back and then we'll close off there. Welcome back. You have seen the Project 39. It's an amazing project. I think there's quite a lot of growth within the property that is here, and there's many things that can be done. But I want to stress the fact that, my good friends, in real estate, it is not a sprint. It is a marathon. In real estate, if you got the good guidance, being on a marathon, the rewards are immense. At the moment, Joe is borrowing money on each property, but he is not paying for it. The tenant is paying for it. At the moment, my student house is looking after Joe's properties. Joe doesn't need to do nothing except approving. At the moment, Joe is earning around about 25,000 on each property without doing nothing. Who doesn't want that? I think this is where they coin in that phrase of saying passive income. Property is passive income. But I don't want you to think that. I always want you to think of it as an alternative income, but there's a bit of work. Joe has been coming to class. Joe has been spending time learning how best he can squeeze the monies that he has got. And now he's building a system where another company plugs in and gives him value. And for that reason, he is free to continue doing his business, to continue serving his clients on his other job that he does. And he can focus on just being a parent. And it's pretty endless. 100 grand in 3 years, in 4 properties, you can be the next Joe if you want. Bingo, my good friends, you are back. And now we're going to be talking to you about secret number 4. In secret number 4, you have seen what can happen with just only 3 secrets. Secret number 4 is having a good eye. And this one here, I'm not super good at it, so I just hire people and they do it for me. The secret of renovating and adding value to a property. You see, this is where creativity can pay off. I don't have an eye for those kind of things. I don't. This guy here, the blank switched off. But I hire people and I ask them, if we're to do renovations like that, how does it work? If I'm to give you this project, what would you do? How can you add value here? So renovations and smart improvements can significantly increase the property value. So always on a project, always ensure that you are budgeting correctly. And like I'm saying, I hire professionals to do it. So I don't know how to explain this, but this is pretty simple. You buy the property at a good price, you're identifying it and you acquire it, and you bring in the professionals to add value for you. Simple. It's a secret. It's a well-known secret. Now, the last secret that I'm going to be sharing with you, and I think that many people underestimate this, but I think at many a times we are in some of these spaces, but we actually don't see that it's a secret, so we don't use this thing that I'm going to be talking about intentionally. At the TJ Tribe, our theme this year is intentionally build. So what is it that you want to intentionally build? I don't know. If you're to plug into us, we are going to teach you on how to intentionally build. We coined the phrase intentionally from last year when it was our theme of being intentional. So we were intentional with many things that we wanted, that were important to us at the TJ Tribe. Now, here is something that lots of people are not intentional about. And this is secret number 5. Leverage your network. Boom! What does that mean, TJ? My good friends, real estate is not a solo journey. It is not. You can't go on it alone. You are going to fail. It's going to smack you in the face. You're going to be depressed. You're going to lose money. How do I know that? Because I help out people all the time that are in that space. I'm just sharing with you secrets. So connect with experienced investors, people that have gone before you. Number 1. Join local real estate groups. There's many of them here. Here we have no subscription fee to join us. All you need to do is to click the button of subscribe. you're already here. You're already in the community. That's it. Okay? And actively participate. So I ask questions here like, hey, tell me in the comments. Participate. You know? That's what we do. Share your experience. Learn from others. If you're really wanting to be, if you're hungry a little bit more, say, TJ, I'm looking for a coach and I want to be a coach. Then join us. Right? And then start to build solid relationships with your peers, with estate agents, because they're always bringing you great deals. Attorneys, I think I speak with my attorney now these days like 4 times in a day, if not more. I've got a standing meeting with my attorney for 2 hours, speaking deals. How do we navigate this one? How do we put in an offer on this one? How do we draft this one? Right? How about property managers? Having solid relationships. So the other secret here that I'm maybe an unmentionable secret, which is obvious, is having great relationships. We can just call it number 6, but it's under leverage your network. So the network, my good friends, opens doors to exclusive deals, as you can see here on the TJ Tribe, or invaluable advice, like what you get here at the TJ Tribe. So my good friends, there you have it, right? 5 easy steps to start building wealth through real estate right here in South Africa. Remember, getting rich, it's not an overnight process. This is where a lot of us get it wrong. It's about making informed decisions, planning carefully, and taking consistent actions. The word consistent, like all the time, right? So if you found these secrets helpful, there's a number of things that I want you to do. Number 1, smash that like button, right? So that I know. And number 2, subscribe. And there's also a notification button. I don't know if you've seen it. So that you never miss out on anything that is latest here on the TJ Tribe. We give out great tips here. But above all, I've given you a couple of secrets here. And if you are a seasoned guy, every month here at the TJ Tribe, we want to give you a book. And this month we've got this book here that is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We are giving out this book this month. And all you need to do is drop a comment using, starting with the phrase FEB, F-E-B. Maybe ask any questions. And you will stand a chance to win this book here. And this book is one of the books that it made me to be clever in real estate. And my good friends, before I land the ship, I want to say to you, whatever secrets that you might have had, share with them in the comments so that we can all learn. I've given you mine. It's about, let's say, average 5. But above all, ask any questions. If you don't, and don't forget to share the video as well with other people. So until we meet again, keep investing smart, and let's build wealth together. And I'll see you at the next video here at the TJ Tribe. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you watching these videos and commenting. So thank you for being here. I'll see you at the next video. Boom! It is I, your boy, TJ.